everyone. This is my first time making a screencast video, so bear with me if any kids walk in. My bad. All right, so I wanted to kind of go over how to put together the body paragraphs in case I didn't get to meet with you one-on-one. So if that's the case, or if you forgot what we talked about, this video is for you. So the first thing that I want to make sure that you guys do is that you go to Google Classroom and that you have two things open. Number one, that you make a copy of this document right here where it says Research Essay MLA Doc, which will end up looking like this. Go ahead and type your last name, first name, and then you will go ahead and begin right here. You will write the word introduction just as a placeholder so you remind yourself, hey, I need to remember to put the introductory paragraph once you finish off your body paragraph. So remember, the reason you want to have your intro done at the end is so that you know exactly the content of your body paragraphs and what you've written. So don't do the introduction until the end. Once you do that, then you're going to go ahead and go to your note-taking document. Just know that I made a copy of a student sample that I picked randomly. So hopefully this student's works out. So if you see here, the student's topic is anxiety. He has his 4 foci, Q&A, his source information, but really the part of your note-taking doc that you want to use is the body paragraph. So his first body paragraph is general information. The step that you want to take is actually looking at this. All of your notes that you have for paragraph 1. You no longer need this area right here because you should have put it in your own words. These are all your detailed sentences. So step 1 that you want to take is looking at, reading through all of your details. If you see here, I believe I counted 4 or 5 of them. By the way, you're supposed to have 6, so this student's going to have to go back and figure out, okay, what else do I need? Can I add to that paragraph? You're also going to want to look at your quote and read it because remember, this is a detail too. And then you're going to decide which detail out of all these that are available will be the first detail for your paragraph, meaning which is the first sentence that your reader should see in body paragraph 1. So if you look here, it says anxiety ultimately leads to many symptoms. Anxiety is considered a feeling that includes fear and distress. Anxiety is the most common mental illness. Anxiety is described as an overall emotion that gets worse through feelings of paranoia, and anxiety attack is a feeling of overwhelming apprehension. So to be quite honest, I think the smartest thing for this student to do would be to start off with the definition of anxiety, which as you see here, his quote does that. So if you see, I combined the quote with the actual explanation of the quote together. And I'm going to go ahead and copy paste from the last word to the first. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it here. If you notice, I already indented by pressing tab. So there we go. The beginning of his body paragraph is here. 2 first sentences, right? The quote and then the explanation of it. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the notes. I'm going to write an X here so I remind myself like, hey, you already used this, don't use it again. So now I'm going to go ahead and read through the other notes and see what might go next. Anxiety is considered a feeling that includes fear and distress. I kind of feel like he already said that, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and paste that next. And then again, I'm going to put an X so that I know, hey, I already used this. Anxiety is described as an overall emotion. Again, this sounds really similar to what he already has, but for the sake of this video, once again, I'm going to go ahead and copy paste that next. So when you read this again, you're going to see that a lot of it sounds the same. So when we talk about variety of sentences, you always want to ask yourself, do I have sentences that all say the same thing using different words? If so, you need to go back and figure out what did you miss and what can you add. So let me give you, so again, an X, I've used that. I've used that. And then now we're going to go ahead and copy and paste this one. Once again, as I'm reading this, I honestly feel like everything that I'm reading says the same exact thing. So this student's going to definitely have to go back and make sure that he fixes this. The final detail that I'm able to put in this paragraph is the one that you see right here, anxiety, da-da-da. And I'm going to go ahead and copy paste that final detail sentence that's available. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight the whole thing. And I'm going to go ahead and make it 12-point font Times New Roman just to verify that my paragraph is in MLA format. So if you see here, now you have this beautiful paragraph. What is missing though? You are missing a topic sentence. So since this is his first paragraph, I'm going to go ahead and write to begin. And then I'm going to write overall as the closing sentence. And I'm just putting this as a placeholder so I know, hey, you know what? You need to put a topic sentence. Where in the heck can you look to find how to do your topic sentence? If you click and open this slideshow and you go ahead and you go to slide number 6, you'll see that topic sentence and closing sentence with the sample is there. You will also see on slide 7 a sample complete body paragraph. So definitely use this slideshow to double check and make sure that you're good to go. So let's pretend that the student went ahead and added the topic sentence and the closing sentence. The final thing that the student needs to do is go ahead and go to the transitions list, which by the way is in your agenda planner, page 5. And he's going to select whatever transitions he feels could be added somewhere within the details. So he has a transition here, he has a transition here, but you need to definitely have transitions within the middle. So, you have to just read it out loud and kind of figure out, all right, where am I going to add a transition? Maybe you put additionally here, furthermore here, etc. Once you are happy with that, then what you want to do is read the whole thing in its entirety and see, does it make sense? Am I repeating myself? Is there something that I missed that I could have added? So let me give you an example of what I mean by that. When I look through the student's notes, I saw that he explained the first portion here, but he didn't explain this passage. That's an important detail that he could have added. So his next step would be to go ahead and explain, go ahead and put in his own words, and then that sentence would again be copied and pasted wherever he feels it belongs within this paragraph. The final thing he would want to do here is read it through and just make sure that it's edited, that it's revised, that he doesn't have sentences that are too short, that he gives examples and that he elaborates. So let's pretend the student's body paragraph has a topic sentence, has the details, including that quote with the explanation of it, right? And it has a closing sentence. The final step the next step would be that he would press enter, tab, and he would go ahead and repeat the same process. Now going to his note-taking doc and going to body paragraph 2. So you see body paragraph 2 for him is symptoms and types of anxiety. So again, he would go ahead and just get rid of the bullet points and he would read through all of these and again decide what's going to be my first detail for that paragraph, the second, the third. And he'll just copy and paste them in that order. He'll add the topic sentence, the closing sentence, and you will repeat this process 4 times. Once you have completed all 4 body paragraphs, then go ahead and open up this slideshow. Again, if you look, it's here, okay, under Google Classroom, and you will review what an introduction has, hook, background information, thesis. You will look at the sample that I provided for you, and you will go ahead and type your introduction here. Last but not least, you will go ahead and go here, see the conclusion sample, and type it right here. Of course, run it through Grammarly, edit, and all of that. This is due Friday. Hope you enjoyed the screencast, and hopefully it was helpful to you. Have a good night or a good day.